Hi guys, happy Thursday, I think, maybe? So, happy, happy Thanksgiving if you celebrate it, so. Alright, we are going to go over some more traditional witchcraft. I think this is part 12? 11? 12? 13? I'm not sure. Not 100% sure, but I'm glad that you guys are enjoying this, and I'm just very glad that you guys enjoy this. Right now, the witch's shield. How do we do a witch's shield? What is a witch's shield? It's protection, so this is pretty interesting. Alright, so each of the 4 elemental gates of our tradition is associated with a weapon. So in the west, the gate of the water is the realm, or mask. So, if you guys remember when we did the mask magic, I still have my mask. So, alright, and then in the north, the gate of air is the staff, or spear. Alright, now in the east, the gate of fire is the sword. In the south, the gate of earth, which is associated with the llamas, is the targe, or shield. So, literally, the shield. Now, the shield can be a physical item that is placed at the southern gate, which would be down that way for me. Nope, this way for me. Wow. Okay, and it can also, more importantly, be a magical tool which we cultivate through visualization and discipline. So yes, that is what you bring up, shielding. So a lot of people will find this very, very, very helpful. I cannot think today. I can't. Alright, so the shield, well, this shield is a semi-permeable barrier of etheric energy that we use for self-defense and cloaking magic. So you guys can actually do this. Everybody that was, asking me in the chat the other day how to, kind of guard and shield themselves, this is exactly how you guys can do this, and it's perfect. So, alright, now with the construction of the magic shield. Now the first thing to consider when building your magical shield is what you will be using it for. Alright, so now in your guys' case, decide whether or not somebody's actually doing magic on you. If you're shielding yourself from spirits, from whatever's in your home. Kimberly, I know you messaged me yesterday, and I know you were asking me to channel what was in your home. I'm not 100% sure. But you can do this, and this will help. So, alright, so just what you will be using it for. So, you'll want to create a barrier that allows your own energy through unimpeded while offering your strong protection from outside influences. So, you may want to have a shield that surrounds you like a bubble. So, like your personal space, your bubble. Alright. Or you may choose to have one that is tighter against your person, like armor. So, literally, it just depends on your, intentions on why you are building this shield. Alright, so, where'd I go? Okay, you will want your shield to be easy to put on, so you may want to key it to a symbol that is easy to visualize. Alright, so the key to your shield could be a literal key. It could be a tiny pendant. Anything. Alright, so one way to achieve this effect is through the use of pentagrams, triangles, and hexagrams, which are 2 triangles united, obviously. And Magnan's Star of David. So, where'd I go? Okay, pentagrams are used in magic wherever a portal needs to be cut. So pentagrams are charged with specific intent in order to let a certain energy or, intelligence come through them. So examples of this include the use of the pentagram to call in intelligences during the lesser banishing ritual of the pentagram. And this is calling in angelic intelligences. Or if you're doing it within a Luciferian tradition, daemons, so Goetia, that type of thing. Alright, so or the tracing or a pentagram over the body of the priestess during the ceremony of drawing down the moon. So pentagrams can be used in the visualization of your shield anywhere you would prefer to allow energy to pass through one way. Alright, so we do have a picture here. I will save it, and hopefully I can add it to somewhere in the video clip so you guys know what symbol we're looking at, what protection, and I will actually, let's see, okay, I'll actually do both. So, there's both of the pictures for you guys to do. Alright, so the triangles are used in magic to bind and contain energy. So, Examples of this include the use of the triangle to contain goetic demons in Solomonic magic. Yes, exactly. And the use of the triangle on mojo hands to preserve the power contained therein. So, hexagrams are double interlocked triangles, adding to their power as a protective and binding sigil. So you guys could do the hexagrams too. Any hexagram of protection for spirits, against malicious, whatever. If you believe diabolical evil forces are at work, there you go. You can employ this in all your work. So, where'd I go? So hexagrams can be employed anywhere in your shield that you would like full or impenetrable protection. So I like to visualize hexagrams densely united as my armor. It's very, very simple. So, as if I were wearing chainmail made of thousands of shining triangular links. So, you could do that. For those that find the hexagram too ceremonial for their taste, bind runes can also be used in this capacity. So, Algiz, the rune that makes up the witch's foot, is very well disposed for protective work and personal strength, and has a rich body of lore and witchcraft. So, literally, the witch's foot. Perfect. One line down, and then an X at the top. Witch's foot. So, very good for protection. Alright. Where'd I go? Okay, so when you have decided how you want to construct your shield, begin its construction by drawing up power. So direct this power around you in the form and symbols you have decided to use. So hold the image of charging your shield firmly in your mind for as long as you can focus. With your daily practice, this will become easier to do. I don't know why that was so hard to say. It's going to become a lot easier to do with the daily practice. I don't have to do the LBRP, Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram, at all anymore. It's just in my mind. So I do it in my mind and boom. It's great. Do it before bed, when I'm waking up. It's pretty amazing. Especially when you're in that dream state, when you're awake and you're kind of asleep and you want to do some kind of just mental work before you wake up, and we all, think what we gotta do, and I do the Lesser Banishing Ritual of the Pentagram. It's pretty interesting. Alright, so where'd it go? So, okay, hold the image of charging your shield for me. Yeah, I already said that, so. Alright, you are working to build a shield that you are so familiar with that you call it up so easily, yet has been charged regularly enough that it is strong and capable of defending you. So this will be good for a lot of people. And I should have done this yesterday, but I did not have time, so I'm sorry, you guys. And the winds, it was so crazy yesterday, like 65 mile an hour wind gusts, and it was just sustained at like 45. This was pretty rough, and my live chat kept going off, and it was weird. So, alright, now, defending you against what exactly? So, truthfully, it is a rare thing to do battle as a witch. So, yes, it's very rare. Witches like to talk. They're bark. A lot of witches that I see on social media, I have a love-hate relationship with. I think some of them are the rudest. Yeah, they're just very rude, and I just think it's ridiculous. I just really honestly think it's ridiculous. Okay, so, yeah, don't mess with me, I'm a witch, we're gonna go to battle. Please, get a life. So, alright, now, if you have the misfortune of being in the midst of a witch war, which is rare, then having a good shield is among the least of your worries. So, the shield is important when traveling astrally in flight, as you will sometimes encounter unsavory energies lurking about. Alright, so people that do have this, if you guys are doing astral work, if you're doing any kind of like work with the board, tarot cards are the same thing as the board, so is the pendulum. So you gotta get that energy out of there if it's built up and it's negative. So where'd I go? Okay, yeah, in the work of Carlo Ginzburg, there is a discussion of night battles, which are common to those who traveled out regularly. So, the Benedanti, witches and spirits working with the intent to bless, and the Maladanti, spirits working with the intent to harm, accidentally do battle on the fields of the astral plane. Yeah, So, the weapons of the witch: shield, sword, mask, spear, or staff. You're staying. Assist the walker between the worlds. What worlds should she or he find him or herself in the midst of one of these battles? Very, very uncommon. Very, very uncommon. So the witch's shield is an advanced form of magic, and its use can be seen as a challenge to do battle by denizens of the other world. So remember that the shield is considered a weapon, a defensive one. So to put on your armor is a sign that you are looking for a fight. So yeah, you just need to charge and visualize your armor daily in this realm, and hope that you would never have to use it. Now we can actually make a ritual shield. Now this is pretty cool. So, but that was all, that was all astral work, and that was all, getting our bodies to attune to the different energies, and wow, that really hurts. That hurts really bad. Wow, I really butchered myself shaving today. God. Alright, so making a ritual shield. So the shield is the weapon of the Southern Gate, and Earth, and Goda. So it is the weapon of this world. It is a defensive weapon used to guard against the deflect of the dangers of assaults of day-to-day reality. So it also represents the way in which the physical realm affords certain protection against and defenses against the slings and attacks of other magical realities. So a shield, a simple shield, is very easy to make and really adds to the protective, defensive magic of your home and magical space. So once it is finished, place it in a prominent location to guard your home or altar when laying the compass for ritual. The shield would be placed in the south. So you can do this too with anything, literally anything. Astral nasties. If you think that your home is haunted, there you go, your shield. Alright, now building the shield. Materials. You're going to need wood round, a pre-made table. Top works beautifully. So you could do it small, big, medium, large. It's up to you. Heavy duty felt. You can get it at any fabric store. You need enough to cover the front wooden piece. So you need leather. If you don't want to use leather, you can use fox leather or pleather, enough to cover the face of your shield, plus have a little extra 2 inches all around. Buy it pre-dyed or dye it according to your tastes. So furniture tacks to keep the leather from slipping across the wood. Also for creating a design, any style of furniture tracks works. So a cabinet handle. This is going to go on the back, obviously. One that you can screw in and nail in the front of the side of the handle. Countersinking a nail or screw from the back will be difficult before you build the shield, and impossible afterward. So pencil, scissors, measuring tape or ruler, hammer, staple gun with staples. Now here are the steps. So it's really neat. It's really, really cool. I'm excited for this. Alright, now 1. As with any magical crafting project, you should create the targe in sacred space, where your chords and call the grove, complete with any deities whose energy you would like to include in your shield. 2. Place the leather face down on your work table. Put the wooden round on top of the leather and trace the shape plus 2 inches all the way around, and then cut the leather and set that aside. So 3. Do the same with the felt, except just cut shy of 2 inches around. So you'll want the leather to cover the felt completely. So 4. Place the leather face down again on the table, on the workable work table, blah. Put the felt on top of it, followed by the wooden round. Now 5. Fold the leather over the wooden base at the topmost point of the circle, so somewhere up here. Staple that in place on the back of the shield, and then do the same at the bottom, making sure that the fabric and leather are snug, but not too tightly stretched, like you're doing a round, like a bar stool, literally like a bar stool. That's what you're doing. So if you want to put legs on this and get really crafty, you can probably create a shield as a stool or anything else. Get crafty. Alright, so 6. Repeat the folding and stapling at the 2 sides, and then work your way around the entire circle. So remember to staple one side and follow it up with its exact opposite. So just corner to corner, down, down, cross to cross, this way, this way. This will keep the leather and fabric even and smooth. I probably couldn't do that. Well, yeah, I probably could. Never mind. So 7, you'll end up with staples all around the backside of the shield, holding the leather in place. Next, use the furniture tacks to tack down the leather on the front of the shield. So, on the front this time, you can make a simple circle of tacks along the outer edge of the flat circle, or tacks the outer rim of the shield. Another option too is to incorporate personal designs using the tacks on the face of the shield. So any of these options will serve the same primary function, keeping your leather snug and secure. So you could literally go around, and you could do a pentagram. Or you could do a hexagram, just depending on your personal, taste, situation, what you're using it for, Now, 8, next. Use the furniture tacks. Wait, did I already? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Okay, 9. Affix your handle onto the back of the shield in place that will be comfortable when you are holding it. So, just, simple. Don't make it too big. We don't really need ones that are that big. Like, as big as the knights used to use. Those kinds, we don't need those, these days anymore. So, alright, now, 10. Use a strap of leather, or fur if you want, or fox fur, or fox leather, to create a strap for your forearm. So yes, it's basically your shield. And then you have, your handle, and then you have that strap on your shield. So, where'd I go? Oh, this will help your shield wear comfortably when you have to, need to hold it. So 11, finish by placing your sigil and or bind rune on the back of the shield if you have one. Now 12, dedicate it to magical use after the shield is complete by cleansing and consecrating the shield using your preferred method. So whatever method that you use. If you're in traditional witchcraft, it's going to be the witch father and the witch mother. Ancestors too. So, Alright, so it would be wise to call on Goda, Horse, Swan, Apple Tree, and Southern Gate to empower this weapon. So you can call on the 4 directions too, and those energies. Alright, now, incorporating a design. You can do this, and it's cool. So it isn't entirely necessary to fashion a design onto your shield, though it certainly adds a personal connection between witch and weapon. So you can draw the design in pencil onto the leather, or use a paper pattern that you nail onto the shield and then remove once the design is complete. So if you do put a design on the shield with tacks, do it at step 8. And step 8 is when your furniture, tacks, down with the leather, folding it from the felt. So it is very neat. So you may also print or paint a design on the leather, but be sure to do 2 things in this case. First, be sure to use some tacks around the edge to secure the leather, and second, use a sealant to prevent the painted design. Preserve the painted design, so it will flake off the leather otherwise. So that's pretty interesting. That's really interesting stuff. I like this. I like where that was going, especially with that. Especially with the shield, so it can be very simple. Very simple. You guys can do it the way you want to. It does not matter. But make sure to empower it. So you have now an astral shield, and then you have means to make a physical shield. So if you find those things something that you would like to do, do it. If not, then don't. So, alright guys, I hope you guys have a great Thanksgiving. So yes, I'm very grateful for all of you and all the people that came before us and all our ancestors, all that good stuff. So I will see you guys tomorrow, and everybody have a good day. I love you all with all of my heart, all the way from Venus all the way back down. There we go. I can't do that good. So alright guys, I love you all, and I hope you guys enjoy. So thank you for watching.